Hi, my name is Bree and I have Trichotillomania. It is a type of body-focused repetitive disorder, also known as BFRB, that, I can't stop pulling my hair out. There's other types of BFRBs out there where you pick your skin, bite your nails, but I specifically and mostly pull my hair. I pull from my scalp, which is why I shave my head. I have a bald spot right here. That is the reason why I shaved my head yesterday. The night before last. It was not yesterday. But the point of this is to educate people on what it is, why it's hard to cure. We have to make do with what we have, and I make do with being bald. So I try not to have to, because I've seen people just grow their hair out with or without bald spots, but my bald spots make me pull more. So the best way for me to handle it currently in this day and time is to shave my head. I also have a cat. I have to keep her as far away from the camera as possible. You will probably see this a few times in the video because I have recorded this 1,000 times now probably, because she won't leave me alone. But one of the ways that I cope with trichotillomania, aside from shaving my head, is I try to get my eyebrows waxed semi-regularly. I don't have an issue with my eyebrows until maybe 3 weeks after getting them done, because my eyebrows come in curly, and when they're long and they kind of curl up, or they curl down and touch like the top of like my eyelid. Well, not my eyelid, but like right here in the brow bone, and it bothers me. So it bothers me to the point where I start pulling my eyebrows. My eyelashes, I used to pull out pretty regularly. There's been quite a few times that I just had no eyelashes, but I got to the point where the regrowth process was enough for me to stop. It gets very, very annoying when they're just nothing but little stubs, and every time you blink, you're stabbing yourself in the eye. So, I don't really do that anymore. So I really keep up with, basically just try to groom, I guess, myself the best I can, because one of the ways people describe trichotillomania is like over grooming your hair. So like you're trying to take care of it too much. But if I can control, instead of like grooming it myself, if I can control what needs to be groomed and regularly, like if I shave my head, there's not much to maintain. If I wax my eyebrows and go have it done for me, so I don't have tweezers that tempt me to pull my eyebrows out, then I don't have to deal with it. I already have like the end goal. I have nice eyebrows because I don't mess with them myself. And that is the best way for me to cope. Now, another way that I'm trying to cope is also take care of my skin, because I also have like a very small touch of dermatillomania, which is the skin picking disorder. I get very, very messed up about pimples sometimes. So my mom was nice enough to get me a whole couple big bags of face masks that I need to use. I've been lazy lately, and I just haven't felt like treating myself like that. I've been meaning to. I was even meaning to paint my nails, but I just haven't. But, it helps me kind of, if I start feeling good, I don't feel like pulling or scratching or whatever. I feel more relaxed. I don't feel as anxious about my imperfections, if that makes sense. I also have I'm kind of experimenting. I've seen other people with trichotillomania that have had success with this. It's called N-acetylcysteine. I call it NAC. A lot of other people call it NAC. And it basically, what I've read from other people that have used it is that it helps people with addictive traits. I'm not really sure how true it is, but if it's a placebo effect and it doesn't hurt nobody, and it's been effective for other people, as there's been a lot of people saying they just stop pulling because they take this stuff. If it's just a supplement, a vitamin, and you take one a day, I might as well try it. I tried it one time before, but I didn't really give it a chance, so I'm going to try it again. Aromatherapy is one thing that keeps me from being too anxious. And a lot of people cope with music, and I don't really cope with music like that. I'm trying to get into yoga just because it's something I can do at home. It's not that complicated. Having very calm noises. I like having a calm, quiet environment. And that's the best way for me to handle it. Any background noises you hear, it's either going to be my cat or her toy, because she has this little egg that is chirping. And you're probably going to see me get distracted here and there because I also have ADD. So sometimes looking at the camera just doesn't help. Sometimes, I'm spacing out because I see something, like I saw a dog out the window. But I'm trying to stay on topic the best I can. Trichotillomania is something that you don't have to ask about. You don't have to bring up. For me personally, if I sit here and I brag about my hair growth, I end up tearing it out within an hour. Like, by the end of the day, I will have a new bald spot. So I try not to brag about my success because all it does is mess it up. So the best way for me to deal with it is to just act like I don't have it until it's a problem. And then I go and fix the problem. And then I go back to being normal. And for people that go and call people with mental illness or disorders crazy, we're not crazy. We're trying to cope just like how people with injuries or physical disorders or, something like cancer have to deal with as well. Like, we have to cope. And just like y'all, we are still people. We still bleed red. We still deal with our own junk. That is also, a lot of the time, not your business. So if you see somebody with no hair, don't ask them if they have cancer. Don't ask them if they have alopecia. Don't ask them if they have trichotillomania. Because if they want to talk about it, they'll bring it up. And if you have never met them before, this is your first time meeting them, you should never make that the first topic you talk about. If it's them bringing it up first, like, hey, I noticed you staring at my head. Yes, I am bald. I have trichotillomania. I have cancer. Whatever. They can bring it up. But it gets very insensitive when you're the one to bring it up and you do it so bluntly. And when you make it the first topic, like, hi, do you have cancer? It gets very annoying. For me personally, I don't like that at all. Because in my head, if I had cancer and I'm going through chemotherapy, or I had just started it and I'm going through a wave of emotions, the last thing I want to do is talk to a total stranger and say, I have cancer. Yeah. I don't see how that's okay. So that's me. If other people respond differently, fine, but that's me personally. That's not the only thing I want to talk about on this channel. I still have a lot of things that I want to talk about. Anybody that actually watches and has questions about trichotillomania, I'll either, answer in the comments, of course, or make another video. I'll try to stay on topic the best I can. I don't have the greatest setup right now. I literally have a wireless charger and sitting in a candle. So until I have like a slightly better setup, it's gonna look a little weird to me, so it gets me a little distracted because you obviously can't see it, but that's all I got right now. So just bear with me until I figure things out, and put down any questions, comments, topics you might want me to talk about, especially if it has to do with mental health, because mental health is like a huge thing in my life. It is something I have dealt with forever. I definitely want to talk about anxiety and ADD and like how I feel it should be handled properly. Probably will do a video like talking about my cat, maybe. Probably not. She's going to insert herself in the video at some point, so there's really no reason. But I hope that, you know, everybody had great holidays. I hope people took something away from this video, and I hope that, you know, if not everybody, I hope some of you guys will come back and, you know, be okay with another video. So, I'll be back. Bye.